All right, I have finished 2 books, so I thought I could talk about them a little bit because I was talking about one of these books a lot in my last vlog. I want to start getting in the habit of writing my thoughts about the book, about a book that I finish right when I finish the book, instead of waiting until like the end of the month, because I might forget things about the book or what I initially thought of it. So I'm trying to make that a habit. I'm gonna start tomorrow, like writing down my notes right when I finish the book, so I don't forget anything when I do my monthly wrap up. So I finished Champion of Fate and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. This is YA fantasy, but it's not like fae, which has been a lot of the YA fantasy that I've read, and it's not like dystopian either. To give you kind of an idea of like what the book entails or what it's about, think like princes and knights, immortal women, kind of like Amazons, like Diana from, oh, what's it called? Wonder Woman. How it's like a bunch of women in training on like horses, bows and arrows, stuff like that. Evil king, horses, horse races, forbidden love, a little bit of magic, like they're the Aristine, which are the female warriors that make heroes. They have magic, but it's not like a ton of magic. Like they can like summon their armor, which is really cool. But like the hero that we're following, like there are a lot of mortal people. The only people that have magic are the female warriors, the Aristines. So the magic is like very light. It was a fun read. I enjoyed this book so much. And it caught me by surprise. I was so glad that this was good because I DNF'd a book before this one, so I was really hoping that I would enjoy this, and I did. I liked it a lot. I can't wait for the next one to come out. I don't know when the next one comes out because this came out in September, so I'm assuming it will be a little while before I can find out what happens. It was very good. I recommend. If you like YA fantasy, this was good. The next book I read was The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This is going to be my first Riley Sager book that I've read that I'm not going to rate with 5 stars. I didn't enjoy this one as much as the others. I didn't care as much about the story as I have other Riley Sagers. I felt like I was just kind of breezing through it to finish this one. I liked the ending, but this one didn't grip me like other Riley Sagers. It was a really fast read though. Like Riley Sager books are so, I don't know how he does it, where I sit and like with the book, and before I know it, I've read 50 pages and I didn't even realize it. His books are just so easy to read. It wasn't as like thrillery and suspenseful as other Riley Sagers. So I think I'm gonna give this a 3.5 star. I feel like I'm being kind of hard on this book, but I really just wanted to finish it, so I don't think that it's a 4. I think it's a 3.5. I'm gonna sit with it for a little bit to like make sure that that's the right rating. I don't regret reading it, but it just was not as good as his other books. So these are my first 2 books that I finished in December. I'm also listening to Glass Sword. I think that's what it's called. It's the 2nd book in the Red Queen series. I don't know. So far, I'm not enjoying it as much as the first. I want to see where the story goes. I feel like in Glass Sword right now, I'm at like a crossroads. I feel like if the story goes one way, I'm not going to enjoy it very much. So we will see. I'm also reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I'm not sure when I'm going to finish this one, but I'm also reading this. On my Kindle, I also have The Shuddering. I think that's what it's called. It's a horror, but I'm having a difficult time reading digitally right now. I want to like physically hold a book, so I need to pick my next physical book to read. Some of my options here. I also have these 3. I'm not in the mood for The Giver right now. I think I'm going to listen to Red Rising. And The Serpent and the Wings of Night, I don't want to take this back and forth to school, so I don't think I'm gonna start this one. right now. I have my horror stash here, but I only want to read ones that take place during the winter time, and I don't think either of these do because they're like underwater. It seems more like that would happen during the summer. I don't know about this one. This one also seems like it takes place in the summer. I know this one takes place in the winter, but someone commented on my video that this is the second book in a series. So I'm thinking I might read Dead of Winter, one of these. Ugh, I can't decide right now, but here are some of my horror options. I was the Grinch today at school. It was dressed up like your favorite Christmas characters, so I thought the Grinch would be fun. But people kept asking me what I was. Some people thought I was trying to look like a cat. And I forgot my Santa hat, so that would have completed the outfit. I wanted to get it on video before I go take it off because I keep smearing it. I chose to continue to read Mistborn. I was trying to figure out what book to read, and I read it for a while and I wanted something more fast-paced, so I'm gonna put Mistborn to the side for a little bit, and I picked up Dead of Winter. I'm only like 50 pages in and people are already dying, so it's like getting killed off. So it's much more fast-paced, and it's definitely the winter. Perfect time to read it, and already things are happening 50 pages in, so I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this pretty fast, I'm thinking, because this is only 320 pages. And I already read 50 pages today, so 3 days. I'm thinking I'll finish this. But I really wanted to read A Darcy Coates because it's been, I don't know, feels like it's been a little while since I've read my last one. Now I'm gonna go take this off. Oh, you're so cute. Look, baby, look. Oh, it's okay. I am at the high school for the art competition, and I've seen some of my kids that I had last year, and I am trying not to cry. It's so good to see them. I saw some students last night when I came here to set up, and some right now are competing, and it's like, oh my gosh, I am so emotional. But my kids are competing right now, and I'm going to be a judge for the high school, so I'm really excited to see how everyone does. Since I'm a judge, it's kind of nice because I don't do anything until after the kids finish their artwork. So I'm like editing videos and I can only read my book. And I'm just like sitting here trying not to get emotional, which is so funny. I think I'm tired. But super excited to see what my kids create. We're off for Christmas break, and I'm just waiting for my family to get here. I'm meeting them here. We're gonna look at some books. I was looking for some headphones for my trip that I haven't even talked about yet, but I want some headphones and I couldn't find any.